So this next video is, could the Batman family win the Invincible War? Would they be able to beat all the Invincibles? That is the question that we're asking. And on the surface, no. All of the marks would be slaughtering all of the Batman family. However, we're going to look at it from the perspective of contingency plans, okay? Because Batman and his family are going to have contingency plans. Now, when I say the family, I'm talking about Batwoman, I'm talking about Batman, I'm talking about Catwoman, I'm talking about all of the Robins. That means Jason Todd, that means Damian Wayne, that means Dick Grayson. He would be Nightwing now, but that means Dick Grayson. And I can't remember the name of the other one, but it'll be him as well. The one that's like bisexual now or whatever, it'll be him. And it would also be Batwing. And it would also be my boy Terry from Batman Beyond. We're going to put all those Batmans in there. That's the whole family. So how would this happen? So pretty much how it would go, I seen this Batman movie. It was Batman versus Superman, but I'm not talking about the live action one. There was a Batman versus Superman movie. It was a cartoon animated movie that I watched when I was a sophomore in college. And it had like the orange haired, like, am I remember this correctly, or am I putting two movies together? I might be putting two movies together. So look, forget the last thing I said. Okay, but I remember watching this Batman vs. Superman cartoon where it was literally like Batman had a suit just like Batman vs. Superman, and he did basically everything he did in Batman vs. Superman, the live action, he basically did in this show, except there was a lot more punches going on because this movie was specifically Batman vs. Superman. The Batman vs. Superman, the actual live action movie, it has Wonder Woman in it. They're fighting Doomsday and all this other extra stuff is going on. But in this particular animated movie, it was just Batman versus Superman. And then Superman had a heart attack. I mean, not Superman. Batman had a heart attack. And then it turns out that Batman was actually still alive underground and stuff. Whatever. Spoilers. Okay. So he had a suit that was able to go toe-to-toe with Superman. He had weakened Superman. I think he hit him with an atomic bomb. He hit him with those little sound wave things. He hit him with a little bit of, what is it called? What is the green stuff called? Why can't I not remember the name of that right now? Kryptonite. He hit him with some kryptonite. And boom, he didn't win, but he still was punching Superman and making him bleed a little bit. Realistically, Batman is not even stepping even one toe against Superman because Superman is so broken. If you read those comics, it's actually wild. Of course, it's multiple different comics, multiple different issues. There's the 60s Superman, the 70s Superman, the 80s Superman, the 90s Superman, the 2000s Superman, the animated series Superman, the live action, the different live action Supermans, like the original Superman, Superman Returns, Batman versus Superman, Man of Steel Superman, which those two are the same one. But yeah, there's like so many different ones. The Justice League Superman, the animated series Superman, there's a billion of them. But almost every version of those Superman is doing some incredible stuff, some incredible feats. Fighting Doomsday, fighting freaking Darkseid, carrying the freaking universe on his back with the chain. I mean, it's like he does like incredible stuff all the time. If he's at full power, he's whooping pretty much everybody. But again, he's like 100 times stronger than Teenage Mark is. Teenage Mark can be defeated because even those different parallel universe evil Marks are weaker than the main story Mark that we're the good one, because the good one actually trained a little bit. So he's a little bit stronger. So, but all those other ones, they're very arrogant and cocky. And a lot of them were low-key getting their ass beat, even though they're supposed to have superhuman strength. I mean, they were still whipping other people's asses, but I think like 2 or 3 of them still died, if I remember correctly. I'm going off of memory. But Batman would easily build a super suit for pretty much everybody in his family. We already know that. That's number one. They would all have super suits that can compete with Mark. And if they all have super suits and they all, like Batman, of course, would already know all of Mark's weaknesses. He would know that Mark has that little frequency thing in his head. He would use that frequency thing to mess with his hearing and stuff and make him fall on the floor. Again, all the evil Marks are, dumb as hell. They're just super arrogant. If Batman gives every person in his family that suit and gives them that power, that little thing that makes their heads ring, and they all work together. Like it's all different. Like the family would go around where it's the whole family and they're fighting like 2 marks at a time. That's basically how it is. So it'd be like they would have to try to overkill them. They would have to beat them by numbers and suits, and the one weakness they know Mark has. So boom, they're using a little frequency thing. Boom, they all have suits that are strong enough to at least damage someone that's kind of strong like Superman with superhuman strength. Boom. And they would have to beat them in 10 of them versus 1 mark. Boom. If they did it like that and they went from area to area fighting the marks, I 100% think they would win based on that, especially based on the fact that all these marks are weak versions of Mark and they're all arrogant and dumb as hell. And a lot of them like to monologue and talk. You know, a lot of Viltrumites are just like Saiyans. They like to sit and talk and, you know, act like they're so tough, and they don't really be trying because they underestimate their opponents. So 100% the Bat Family could win if they do it how I said they did it, which should do it. Now, if they ran out there just in their costumes on some dumbass stuff, which they would never do that, but if they did, Damian probably would do that. Damian probably get one shot and killed on some dumb shit. But Terry would be smart enough to go get a better suit, even though Terry's suit is already hella good. Like, his suit can fly and do a whole bunch of extra stuff. But Terry is very intelligent. Terry would wait